Hi, I'm Jason.
And I'm Dawn.
You may remember us from Meeple Witch Cafe, which, although it has closed its doors, still lives on in spirit, and the spirits both of fun games and good food.
So we continue to dine in and game on, especially in the time of quarantine.
Yeah, you really can only dine in.
So today we are doing our taste test, and we have what is it called? It's a festive box at Trader Joe's.
The Not Your Average Seasoning Blend.
Right. So that's all of these bronze-lidded seasonings, and then we always get the 21 Seasonings Salute. We go through this pretty quickly. We like to use this on everything.
It's good stuff.
It goes in everything. It's great stuff. And so we have tried a chicken breast up against the tried and true, and all four of these. Would you like to explain that, Jason?
Okay, now we have our 21 Seasoning Salute, which is a blend of 21 different seasonings, basically everything but salt. Going clockwise, we have the fiery honey mustard blend, the Italian style sofrito, the open sesame, and Roadhouse.
Nice. All right, and this is how we did it.
So, how did we get here? What did we do to arrange a fair, objective taste test for a wide variety of disparate flavor profiles? We used each seasoning blend in an identical, versatile manner, in this case, butterfly chicken breasts. To prepare marinade, combine 1 tablespoon of water, 1 tablespoon of light olive oil, and 1 tablespoon of seasoning blend in a sealable sandwich bag. Mix the ingredients thoroughly, and then insert your chicken breast. Marinate the chicken overnight, and when you're ready to cook it, place it on a lined baking sheet. Bake at 400 degrees for 35 minutes.
Now, to paraphrase Benjamin Franklin, the proof of the chicken marinade is in the eating.
All right, so we're gonna start at the top of the plate.
Yes.
All right, so this is the 21 Seasoning Salute. All right, here is one for you.
Thank you.
You could just hand me the fork. Thank you.
Okay.
All right,
Nice, herby,
a
general.
little bit of heat.
Mm-hmm.
It's a flavor we are familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm eat your fork.
Yes.
So we move on to, I'm taking it from the end so that we don't have like a huge chunk of chicken. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You know, I never noticed the heat on the 21 Seasoning Salute.
It's usually dispersed among
And we already
soup
have
broth and all of the different.
right. And there's often something else in there with it that would mask the heat. Like if I'm putting it in like something where I also have chili powder.
It's a small heat though. Very subtle smolder.
Right.
Now the fiery honey mustard has
You don't notice a smell? Like it doesn't hit you like mustard?
the honey hits you first.
Mm-hmm.
Now that
I
one's
was
a
about to
little
say I wasn't gonna call it fiery, but it sneaks up on you.
hotter. It's a slow burn.
It's very savory. There's definite heat. It coats your tongue, it hits your palate, and it builds in intensity.
And it gets
I
its
don't know
color.
that I would call it fiery.
Yeah. It's got its color not just from the mustard. It's
Turmeric?
also got turmeric in it.
I was gonna say, I sense more turmeric than I do mustard. I wouldn't call this mustard at all. I don't taste mustard unless they're just talking about the heat. But mustard heat is a little bit different from.
Yeah, it's more like wasabi than it would be a bell pepper. I mean, a jalapeno pepper.
Right. Yeah. All right. And moving on. And this one is the what?
This one is the Italian style sofrito.
Come here, please. Italian style sofrito.
Now this one didn't have holes in the lid. This one was just open topped because the herbs and spices are big chunks.
Oh, it smells so good.
And there's a lot of standard Italian stuff in there.
You smell the oregano right away. Yeah.
Tomato flakes. They really plump up in the marinade. You see bigger pieces of tomato after it's been soaking than straight out of the jar.
Again, it's got heat to it too. What in here might be?
This one has crushed chili peppers.
Right. Not as
And crushed red
intense
pepper.
as your mustard. It's not as intense. It's a little more than the 21 seasoning.
I think it's a little hotter than mustard. At least I think so, but just a little. No?
I'm not having the same experience.
Okay.
All right, and now we move on to the sesame, open sesame.
Open sesame.
All right.
Now this one looks to be more like a sweet and savory kind of thing. It has, soy sauce powder, sesame seeds, roasted sesame seeds. So this is going to be a sort of Pan-Asian blend.
It smells like chicken.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
The sweetness is definitely pronounced.
Sweet.
Got the savoriness from the
Sweet
soy
and
sauce.
savory. It's not like a teriyaki.
It's heading in that direction.
Not as sweet as a teriyaki, a little bit more savory.
Now you could add this to a teriyaki sauce with good results.
Even though you can see the sesame seeds, it doesn't have an overwhelming sesame.
Right.
Now, I bet if you put sesame seed oil in with this would be phenomenal.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. All right, let's try. What is our last one?
The last one is Roadhouse.
Roadhouse. I suddenly want to find myself singing the Roadhouse song that plays at Texas Roadhouse all the time.
Now this one is just kind of a standard steakhouse seasoning. Garlic, minced onion, paprika, caraway seeds, black pepper. Now it's got crushed red pepper in it, so this one's going to be a little bit, got a little bit of heat. And the final ingredient took me by surprise: roasted ground coffee beans.
Interesting. Look, what is that?
Now I can taste the caraway seeds.
The caraway, that's what's hitting me.
The coffee flavor is really buried underneath it.
Yeah.
But because it's last on the list, they put in the least amount of that.
But the caraway really hits you. It's but not in an overpowering way.
Right.
It's not like, suddenly you're hit with licorice.
It
But it's
plays well with the
unusual.
other spices.
It does. And you might not, it took you saying caraway for me to be like, that's what I'm tasting. But yeah, that one's pretty good. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being would buy again and tell all my friends and buy them for gifts for Christmas. How do you rate the Trader Joe's Spice Box blend?
Well, I would definitely rate it at least an 8. These are very good. Some of them are better than I expected them to be.
Yeah.
And some of them immediately, with the flavor profile hitting us the way they did, some of them we were immediately able to say, oh, we could put this in this, we could use this for whatever. So they are definitely very useful spice blends.
Now, Which of the ones would you say is your favorite?
The open sesame. It was the one that had the most surprising flavor profile. And you can't really smell it. You gotta put it in your mouth.
Absolutely.
To have the taste really hit
Yeah,
you.
it just tastes, it smells like chicken.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't, I mean, and that's because it is chicken. If you open the bottle does not smell like chicken.
Right.
Which one surprised you the most?
The sofrito was spicier than I thought it would be.
I think, well, for me, the 21 Seasonings
Yeah,
actually is the
I
surprise
mean-
because I had no idea that it was so,
Like
that it was as spicy as it
Yeah.
was.
It's like seeing a movie you used to watch on VHS all the time, and all of a sudden you see it on Blu-ray, and it's like, hey, how crisp and clear it is. I never noticed all of these details.
Mm-hmm. You can really taste the celery, but that's always been, I always liked that part of it. All right, so there you have it. This is our very first tasting, and I enjoyed myself. Did you enjoy yourself?
I definitely enjoyed myself.
And so we both really like this spice blend for a relatively low price. You're getting a lot of variety for your pantry, and all of these can be used in many different applications. And so I definitely want to try the open sesame with a little bit of sesame oil, some soy sauce.
Yeah.
Get in there and make a nice teriyaki with this.
Maybe add a little bit of sweet rice wine
Yes.
to the marinade.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. All right.
All right. Thank you very much. Don't forget, hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see way more from us, and if you want to be notified, click that bell. And don't forget to leave us a comment. Let us know, have you tasted any of these at home? What do you think? Do you have any recommendations of what you want us to taste test next?
What's your favorite spice blend?
That's a good question. All right.
So for Jason and Dawn and Maple Witch Cafe, don't forget to dine in and game on.